Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us on our 5 questions with someone serious. Today we have Professor Amy Apon. She's the professor and chair of the Division of Computer Science for the Clemson University. Dr. Apon has been an active researcher for many years in Clemson University. Her specific areas of research include cloud computing, performance modeling, and analysis of parallel systems, data-intensive computing, emerging parallel architectures, and the impact of high-performance computing to research competitiveness. Her research is currently supported right now by a number of organizations, including the National Science Foundation, the Department of Education, companies like BMW, organizations like HPCC Systems, LexisNexis, Elsevier, RELX Group, and Amazon. It is a real pleasure. Dr. Apon has been part and core part of the community for many years now. She is one of our really highlights in our community. Her involvement with the HPCC Systems platform and her involvement in the research areas that we have participated on over the last several years have made her a very important integrant and part of our open source community. So first of all, welcome, Dr. Apon, and it's a great pleasure to have you here and to ask you a few questions.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here, and I look forward to chatting for a few minutes.
So just to get started with this, why did you pursue a career in higher education and research?
Well, I thought that was an interesting question. You know, when I was a little girl, I always thought I would be a school teacher, and I had that in my head all the way through my undergraduate degree. But then I was presented with the opportunity to go to graduate school, and I took it. And I found out that I also enjoyed teaching at the college level. So I will say that it's not been one big decision, but a number of small steps. And, you know, at each point you take the best option that you have in front of you. I had the opportunity to teach at a couple of different undergraduate serving institutions, and then I had the opportunity to go back to college to pursue a PhD in computer science. And that really opened some doors for me, the opportunity to think about doing research projects and mentor other people who were interested in pursuing academic careers. I've always liked teaching. I've always liked learning. And I would say that anyone who wants to go into academics should love working with students, because that's a big part of the job. And, you know, you can love research and maybe not like teaching, or you can love teaching and maybe not like research, but to do the job that I'm doing at a place like Clemson, you have to actually love both to really be effective at it. So I would just say one step at a time, pursuing the opportunities that came in front of me.
That is a great answer, really. And as a matter of fact, I always commend you for the great mentoring work that you do with your students. Many of your students over the years have participated in the HPCC Systems community. Some of them have been hired by LexisNexis or by the HPCC Systems organization. So you have always mentored these people, and you always drove them towards research excellence on one side and academic achievement on the other. And so I think you just got the right career for you. You are obviously passionate on what you do, and you convey that passion to others that are around you. But
Flavio, that's very nice. Thank you.
Else. Oh no, it's real. So tell me, if you were to tell the world one thing about the specific areas of research that you're working on, what would be that highlight?
Okay. Well, one thing I was going to tell prospective researchers in general is to be fun, have fun and be open to the possibilities. I started out in performance analysis of parallel and distributed computing systems, and we looked at analytic mathematical models of these systems and how they could predict the performance. But as I have gone through the years, I've had more and more collaborators in different areas. And today I'm doing a lot of collaboration in areas of natural language understanding. So I would say that be open to the possibilities of new research areas as they present themselves. it's okay to fail, because one of the things that I've found in research is that the chances that you make the right hypothesis and you test it out and it actually works perfectly the first time are not too high. Most of the time you're going to find that the thing that you tried didn't exactly work the way you thought it would, and so you have to go back and retry it. So we enjoy working with HPCC Systems because it's such an interesting distributed and parallel environment, provides a lot of opportunity for investigation into the performance and efficiency aspects of parallel systems in general.
So and that's a good point. So about HPCC, what are the strengths on the HPC platform that you have seen, if you were to compare with other platforms that you have worked with in the past or currently? Are there things that you would say that are benefits of going with HPCC?
Yes, I would. HPCC Systems is an all-in-one integration of data storage, data transfer, data preparation tools, and analysis tools. You can get all of this environment in other ways, but you often have to sort of look for all the pieces yourself. And HPCC Systems brings it as a single integrated environment. We found ECL to be useful in data preparation and also doing the analysis. We've had some fairly, I'll say, messy data sets that we've tried to work with, and ECL provides some great tools for data cleaning and curating so that we can do the analysis that we're actually trying to do. So
and that, by the way, that's a good answer. That's it really shows some of the areas that HPC is truly better than a number of other platforms. So if you were just to explain to others how HPCC, the HPC Systems platform really help increase your team's research capabilities. I guess certainly the ease of use, as you mentioned, and the fact that it's an all-in-one self-contained type of platform with all these capabilities already available out of the box is probably quite important. But are there any other things that you would say that have really make HPCC help your research team develop their research better?
So yes, there is. We have moved into areas of text analysis as a part of natural language understanding, and it's primarily English language text, although we're also looking at text in other languages. And we have found that the machine learning libraries, being able to analyze the text, to understand, say, the sentiment of the text or the topics of the text, have been helpful in doing this text analysis. The corpus of journal articles that we have is pretty complex, with several multi-year span, multi-decade span. And for example, the language over a period of decades changes in the way people speak and write journal articles. And we've been able to analyze that fairly complex data set using HPCC Systems.
That is very interesting, and I just need to, I think I need to say this, that I've seen you throughout the years pushing the envelope and always never feared going to new areas, and the way you have reshaped research in a number of different areas, and as you said before, from the performance analysis in high-performance computing all the way to natural language processing, it has been amazing. It's a great tale to tell others, certainly. So talking about that specifically, so yeah, all of that is in the past, but what would you say that is the most promising area for research or researching in your area in particular in the near future? What are you looking forward to for the next 2 months?
So hopefully you can hear me. Your voice actually broke up there just a little bit. As you pointed out in the past, I had worked in areas of performance analysis, and we've done some performance analysis experiments on HPC Systems, looking at some of the performance monitoring and profiling tools, which are actually pretty fascinating and useful. But I would say for the future, we are focusing a lot on natural language understanding. I'm doing this with collaborators here at Clemson who have expertise in text analysis and recommendation systems and various kinds of word and text analysis tools. And I just think it's fascinating because there's so many ways that text and language can be used as a part of our lives. We want to understand not just written language, but also spoken language. And thinking about the way people use social media with Twitter or Facebook, being able to analyze some of those trends and how they can be both predictive and descriptive of things that are happening in certain areas or nationally. There's just an abundance of ways that natural language understanding can be useful in impacting our lives. So I'm very excited about that as a research area going forward. I think it's a very promising area of future research.
I agree. With the explosion of unstructured data in social media, that type of analysis is really important. And we see that there are indications that social media can be used can be weaponized and used as a tool by even foreign governments and others. So being able to do this type of analytics and identify, for example, threats or identify sentiment or understanding of things, I think is key in the future. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, very good, Dr. Apon. This was a great chat, and I really enjoyed it. And again, thank you very much for being such a luminary in our open source community for HPCC Systems. And I look forward to talking to you soon.
Well, thank you very much. And like I said, we're having fun. So we enjoy the relationship, and we enjoy working with you all. So thank you very much.
Thank you.